Sagittarius, this week your love life is influenced by the Four of Coins. So there could be some control issues this week, or issues that focus on selfishness or blocked change, or somebody may be putting forth a concerted effort to keep the status quo, to not rock the boat. For some of you, you're being very cautious in your connection to another person, and maybe there's an inability to relax or let go. You're being very rigid in the way you're looking at something, or your partner is. For some of you, either you or your partner, you want some kind of guarantee. You want to be assured about something. You want their word, or you want them to come through on something. For others of you, there are financial issues at stake this week. Now, maybe, somebody's being especially frugal, or somebody's being overly materialistic. So this could be a primary focus on the financial this week. Now, some of you just want to make sure that your relationship is stable. Either you or your partner, maybe you're not focused on what is in your heart's desire. Maybe you're focused on a sense of security and achieving something for financial sake. So this could be a week of struggle for power, for control, or you're examining decisions to see who stands to gain the most from each decision. It could also be the need for you to strengthen your personal boundaries, the need to say no to a situation. And because this card is about protection, maybe you need to protect your resources or protect your heart in some way, or maybe you're closing yourself off and blocking and not letting somebody in. You have pay attention to the red flags. The signs are cautioning you. So this is a week where you're focused on building a strong foundation, having security in your relationship, establishing some trust. Some of you, again, are trying to realize some kind of goal. There could be power plays connected to money or affection, or somebody's being controlling or possessive. So this is a week where you're really examining how you are investing in the relationship. Are you putting in too much? Are you being too tight with your emotions, your time, or your material resources? Or is your partner doing that? This is a week for you to explore ways to better establish your relationship. And it's going to be a week where you need to pay attention to those red flags. You need to be realistic. You need to see things in practical terms and see your partner, yourself, and your relationship for what it truly is. Now, this could also be a week where something is going to come up, where somebody's going to have to take on another person's issue or problem or burden or care. Some of you, maybe there's some things going on as far as your professional life that's now impacting your relationship in some way. It could be, job, or something emotional, or something medical. But again, issues will center around the future, money, or manifesting something, the possibilities. And there's going to be a need to clarify some issues this week. Now, this Four of Coins is also associated with selfishness. And if we look at this image, this is a person who is totally focused on himself. He's looking at his reflection. And a reflection is not something that's real. So again, there's some need for grounding and to see things as they really are. But this person is very concerned with, who he is, his vanity. So you may have issues where somebody believes that they're God's gift, or maybe you're involved in a superficial relationship that's only about appearances or what somebody looks like. But for others of you, this is about excessive self-awareness, working in your own self-interest only, total self-concern, where you are not able to be objective about a situation, and maybe you even blow something out of proportion. This is about examining what you're trying to hold on to in the relationship or with another person and whether it's really worth it. Is it costing you more than it's worth? Are you really happy in this situation, or are you taking on some burdens that really don't belong to you? Now, in this deck, this is actually Narcissus, and he's showing what happens when you hoard something, whatever that is, and how you slowly deteriorate, because after all, he didn't survive. So his most treasured possession is himself, and he ultimately suffers from an inability to share his life and share experiences with others. So his fear and his greed causes him to lose exactly what he's trying to keep. So that's something to consider, whether you're doing that or your partner is.